What happens when the world turns upside down? Who survives? Who thrives? Ever wondered why Sigma males seem to handle crises like they've been through them 1,000 times before? It's almost as if they're cats, always landing on their feet no matter how high the fall. Is it instinct? Is it training? Or is it some secret source that only Sigma males have access to? If you've ever pondered these questions, you're in the right place. Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the world of Sigma males and their crisis survival skills. So what exactly is a Sigma male? A new type of coffee blend? A secret fraternity? Well, not quite. Let's dive into this fascinating personality type that's been making waves across social media and pop culture. Imagine if James Bond and a Zen monk had a baby who then decided to become a digital nomad. That's a Sigma male for you. They're the mysterious lone wolves, the introverted adventurers, the nonconformist thinkers who'd rather sip their coffee observing life from the sidelines than be in the bustling center of it all. Picture a game of chess. If alphas are the kings commanding and leading, betas are the knights, gallant and loyal, then Sigma males are the rooks, moving quietly along the edges, undeterred by the chaos of the battlefield. They're not interested in the limelight or the accolades. They're playing their own game, and quite frankly, they're acing it. But don't mistake their quiet demeanor for passivity. Sigma males are like ducks on a pond, calm on the surface but paddling like crazy underneath. They're constantly learning, growing and adapting, which makes them incredibly resilient and self-reliant. They're the MacGyvers of the social world, able to turn any situation to their advantage with a bit of quick thinking and a roll of duct tape. And while they might seem like the brooding, solitary type, they're actually pretty good company. Sigma males have a unique, offbeat sense of humor that's like a mix of dry wit, sarcasm, and a dash of irony. It's like a secret language that only those who take the time to understand them can appreciate. So what's the secret sauce that makes Sigma males so intriguing? It's their ability to be comfortable in their own skin, to be self-sufficient, and to march to the beat of their own drum. They're the embodiment of the saying, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." In short, a Sigma male is like a Swiss Army knife in a world of spoons. They're versatile, adaptable, and always ready for whatever life throws at them. So, the next time you find yourself in a crisis, you might want to have a Sigma male on speed dial. Now that we know who Sigma males are, let's explore their survival skills, or as I like to call them, their superpowers. Because let's face it, in the jungle of life, these guys are like the lone wolves, the Batman of the social order, if you will. Firstly, they possess an uncanny knack for introspection. It may not sound like much of a superpower on the surface, but think about it. In a crisis, while everyone else is running around like headless chickens, the Sigma male is calmly assessing the situation. It's like they have this internal bat cave where they retreat to, analyze the crisis, and emerge with a game plan. Then, there's their ability for self-reliance. These guys are the MacGyvers of the real world. Give them a paperclip and a rubber band, and they'll probably fashion a rudimentary but functional water purifier. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the point. Self-reliance is a key survival skill, and Sigma males have it in spades. Next, we have their adaptability. Like Mystique from the X-Men, Sigma males can blend into any environment. They are chameleons, changing their colors to suit the situation. But don't mistake this for dishonesty or deceit. It's more like a survival instinct, a way to navigate through the trials and tribulations of life while maintaining their sense of self. And let's not forget their love for solitude. Sigma males are like the Wolverine, preferring their own company to that of others. This might seem like an antisocial trait, but in a crisis situation, it's a strength. While others might panic at the thought of being alone, Sigma males thrive in it. They are at peace with their own company, and this solitude allows them to focus, strategize, and survive. Finally, there's their ability to observe and learn. Sigma males are like Sherlock Holmes, always observing, always learning. They might not be the loudest in the room, but they're certainly the most observant. This skill allows them to quickly understand their environment, identify potential threats, and adapt accordingly. So to sum up, Sigma males are like a superhero team of one. Their powers of introspection, self-reliance, adaptability, love for solitude, and observational skills make them a force to be reckoned with. And when it comes to surviving crises, these skills are their secret weapons. So, as we can see, Sigma males have survival skills that rival those of Bear Grylls. Okay, so Sigma males have survival skills. But how do they apply these in a crisis? Now that's a question worth exploring. Picture this. A massive project deadline is looming at work, and everything that could go wrong has. Most of us would be running around like headless chickens, panicking, or worst, falling into the abyss of procrastination. But not our Sigma male. He's the calm amidst the storm. He doesn't let the chaos get to him. Instead, he breaks down the mammoth task into smaller, manageable chunks. He prioritizes, delegates if he can, and then gets to work. Noise-canceling headphones on, world out. Or let's take a more personal crisis. Say, a relationship on the rocks. While others might lose their heads, drown their sorrows, or lash out in anger, a Sigma male handles it differently. He takes a step back, assesses the situation objectively, communicates openly, and works towards a resolution. There's no room for petty blame games or emotional manipulation. It's all about understanding, compromise, and mutual respect. And what about a global crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic? Well, while the rest of us were panic buying toilet paper, our Sigma male was planning and preparing. He probably had a stockpile of essentials long before the stores ran out. He was ready to adapt to the new normal, ready to work from home, ready to keep himself and his loved ones safe. Because that's what Sigma males do. They anticipate, they prepare, and they adapt. But it's not just about physical survival. Sigma males also know how to protect their mental health in a crisis. They understand the importance of self-care, of taking time out to recharge. They meditate, they exercise, they read, they do whatever it takes to stay mentally strong. Because they know that a healthy mind is just as important as a healthy body when it comes to surviving a crisis. So, what can we learn from all this? We can learn to stay calm in the face of adversity. We can learn to think logically and objectively, rather than letting our emotions take control. We can learn to plan and prepare, rather than leaving things to chance. And most importantly, we can learn to take care of our mental health, because it's just as important as our physical health. Yes, Sigma males are survivors. They're the ones who stay calm when everyone else is panicking. They're the ones who think logically when everyone else is thinking emotionally. They're the ones who plan and prepare when everyone else is leaving things to chance. And they're the ones who prioritize their mental health when everyone else is neglecting it. So, next time you're in a crisis, ask yourself, what would a Sigma male do? Because chances are, it's exactly what you should be doing. Is there a scientific explanation for Sigma males' survival skills, or are they just aliens in disguise? Let's dive into the fascinating world of Sigma male survival skills. And no, we're not talking about surviving a zombie apocalypse. Or are we? The first thing to understand is that Sigma males are introverts, but not your typical wallflowers. No, these are the lone wolves of the human world, the ones who thrive in solitude and are perfectly fine not being in the spotlight. This ability to embrace solitude is thanks to a little something called the dopamine D2 receptor in our brains. Scientists have found that introverts have a higher sensitivity to dopamine, the feel-good hormone. So, while extroverts need a constant stream of social interaction to get their dopamine fix, introverts, like our Sigma friends, can get the same kick from a quiet night in with a good book or a solo hike in the woods. It's like they have a built-in, never-ending supply of feel-good vibes. Talk about a survival advantage. Then there's the Sigma male's ability to adapt. This isn't just about being able to use a paperclip to unlock a door, although I'm sure many Sigmas could. It's about mental adaptability. Sigma males are often very self-aware and in touch with their emotions. This emotional intelligence allows them to adapt to different situations, from navigating social interactions to managing stress. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who are more self-aware are better at coping with stress and bouncing back from adversity. They're the human equivalent of a rubber band, always bouncing back no matter how far they're stretched. And in a crisis, being an emotional rubber band can be a lifesaver. Finally, there's the Sigma male's love for learning. These guys are lifelong learners, always curious, always seeking to understand the world around them. This thirst for knowledge is linked to a concept in psychology known as growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe they can learn and improve with effort. They're more likely to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as a path to mastery. In a survival situation, this growth mindset can be the difference between giving up and finding a solution. It's like having a mental Swiss Army knife ready to tackle any problem that comes their way. So, while they're not aliens, Sigma males do have some pretty out-of-this-world survival skills, from their dopamine-fueled love of solitude, to their emotional adaptability, to their growth mindset. These guys are built to survive. And the best part, these are all skills that anyone can learn and cultivate. So in the face of a crisis, whether it's a zombie apocalypse or just a really bad day, channel your inner Sigma. You might just surprise yourself with your own survival skills. What happens when you throw a Sigma male into the wild, away from the comforts of civilization? Now, that's a question for the ages. Picture this: a Sigma male, our protagonist, dropped into an unknown wilderness. One might think our Sigma friend is in for a rough time, but surprise, surprise, he's as cool as a cucumber. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the wild is just another day at the office for a Sigma. Why, you ask? Well, let's dive into it. A Sigma male is like a chameleon, able to adapt to his surroundings with ease. Whether it's a dense jungle or a barren desert, our Sigma friend has the uncanny ability to make himself at home. He doesn't just survive, he thrives. You see, Sigma males have this intrinsic knack for problem solving. Give them a problem and they'll find a solution. It's like their brains are wired to crack puzzles. Let's take a humorous detour, shall we? Imagine our Sigma friend encountering a wild bear. Now, most of us would probably faint or run for our lives, right? But our Sigma friend, he's a whole different breed. He'd probably start figuring out ways to communicate with the bear, maybe even negotiate a peace treaty. I mean, who needs Bear Grylls when you've got a Sigma male? But let's not forget that Sigma males are also masters of solitude. The wild, with its vast stretches of untouched nature, is like a paradise for them. They can spend hours, even days, exploring new terrains, discovering hidden paths, all on their own. They're like real-life Indiana Jones, minus the hat and whip. In the wild, Sigma males are also like survival encyclopedias. Need to start a fire without matches? Sigma's got you covered. Need to find drinkable water in a desert? Sigma's on it. Need to build a shelter from scratch? You guessed it, Sigma's your man. It's almost as if they were born with a survival manual embedded in their brains. This isn't to say that Sigma males are invincible. They have their challenges and struggles. But what sets them apart is their approach to these challenges. They see every obstacle as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. And that, folks, is the true spirit of survival. So, whether it's deciphering the language of the wild, negotiating with bears, or simply enjoying the solitude, Sigma males are always up for the challenge. They don't just survive, they conquer. And that's what makes them a force to be reckoned with, in the wild and beyond. So, whether in the wild or in an office, Sigma males are always ready for a survival challenge. Want to survive a crisis like a Sigma male? Here's your handy-dandy survival guide. So, you're ready to take on the world Sigma male style? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride. The first stop on our journey is the land of self-reliance. Sigma males are the poster children for DIY. They can fix a leaky faucet, cook a 5-course meal, and even figure out how to set up a Wi-Fi router without calling tech support. So, let's all grab our metaphorical tool belts and start learning some practical skills. Next up is the realm of emotional intelligence. Sigma males have this uncanny ability to keep calm in the face of adversity. They're like the human embodiment of that "this is fine" meme, with the dog in the burning house sipping coffee. Nothing seems to faze them, and how do they do it? By recognizing their emotions, understanding the emotions of others, and responding appropriately. So let's practice our deep breathing and get in touch with our feelings, shall we? Moving on, we have the kingdom of adaptability. Sigma males are like chameleons, blending seamlessly into any environment. They're comfortable in their own skin, whether they're at a black tie event or a backyard barbecue. And when a crisis hits, they'll adapt faster than you can say Sigma male. So let's all channel our inner chameleons and learn to roll with the punches. Now we're heading into the territory of resourcefulness. Sigma males can make a gourmet meal out of canned beans and stale bread, or create a cozy shelter out of leaves and twigs. They're like MacGyver, but without the mullet. So let's all take a page from their playbook and learn to make the most of what we've got. Finally, we've arrived at the fortress of perseverance. Sigma males are the embodiment of the phrase, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They keep pushing forward, no matter how many obstacles stand in their way. So let's all put on our perseverance hats and keep going, even when the going gets tough. Remember, these are traits that anyone can cultivate, regardless of gender or personality type. So whether you're an alpha, beta, gamma, or even a zeta, you can learn to navigate a crisis like a Sigma. And here's a bonus tip. Don't forget to laugh. Sigma males have a great sense of humor, and they know that laughter is the best stress reliever. So, next time you're in a crisis, try cracking a joke. It might just make everything a little bit easier. And there you have it, your guide to surviving a crisis Sigma male style. So, what have we learned about Sigma males and their crisis survival skills? Well, we've embarked on quite a journey, haven't we? We've navigated the mysterious landscape of Sigma males, those elusive lone wolves of the social hierarchy, and their impressive survival skills. We've dived deep into the science behind their resilience and even took a wild safari to observe them in their natural habitats, society's sidelines. Let's take a moment to recap the highlights of our enlightening exploration. We started by unraveling the enigma of who Sigma males are. These are the individuals who march to the beat of their own drum, valuing self-reliance and independence above all else. They don't need the spotlight. They're perfectly content lurking in the shadows, observing, learning, and strategizing. From there, we ventured into their survival skills. Remember, they're not just physically fit, with Bear Grylls level wilderness know-how. Oh no, they're mental warriors too. They're emotionally intelligent, highly adaptable, and have an uncanny knack for turning crises into opportunities. It's like they've got a secret survive anything handbook stashed away in their brains. Then we tackled the big question, what crises? For Sigma males, crises are like spicy food. It might make them sweat a little, but they savor the challenge. They're the masters of staying cool under pressure, of turning lemons into a 5-star lemon sorbet. We also took a peek into the science behind their survival skills. Apparently, it's not just their rugged good looks and mysterious charm that make them so resilient. It's a blend of genetics, upbringing, and a whole lot of personal grit and determination. And let's not forget our little safari adventure, where we saw Sigma males in their natural habitats, turning crises into stepping stones and thriving in the face of adversity. So the next time you find yourself in a crisis, remember, channel your inner Sigma male and you'll come out on top. And who knows, maybe you'll even have a little fun along the way. After all, what's life without a little spice, right? What do you think about Sigma males? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personality types. Together, let's explore the fascinating world of the Sigma male.